DelseyD, that's me, of course. This is the SportsView, and we're still talking with the talented Mr. Glover. So let's talk about your NBA when you came back from overseas and you was playing for
Milwaukee Bucks.
Milwaukee.
Yes.
Tell us about that experience, because we know you played with a future Hall of Famer.
Yes, Mr. Ray Allen.
Okay.
Mr. Ray Allen, playing for the Boston Celtics right now. Yes, you know, there was a lot of people on that team. It was Ray Allen. A lot of people remember Glenn Big Dog Robinson,
Big Dog.
Vin Baker. I think Sam on the team. Sam Cassell. So I mean, it was a lot of veterans on that team when I was there, and you know, a lot of them took me in, even though I really I wasn't really like the main guy, but I got my my time when it was needed. But playing with those guys, those veterans, they taught me a lot. You know, they really took me under their wing and mentored me as far as how to handle the NBA career, just how to handle life, period. And just being in the limelight and, managing your money and stuff like that. And it was great being around those guys. And I tried to, I guess, suck as much knowledge out of them as I could. And they really taught me a lot, just how to be a professional, carry myself as a professional. And, I really respected those guys because even though Ray Allen was only a few years older than me at the time, but he still was a professional at heart. You know, he showed up, well, all of them pretty much showed up early for practices, got their work in. Before practice even began, they was already in the gym 2 hours earlier putting in work, and after practice putting in work. So that taught me, step up my work ethic even more. So, I guess I put in too much work ethic, so it tore my knee. But, I guess things happen. But
so tell us about that experience. Because we really want them to know. Well, that's what happened with you. What happened after that? I mean, you tore your knee. Did you try to? Was it healable, or did they just say, "Look, you'll never play again"? What did the team do at that point? The managers of the team. Was the door just closed, or?
I tore my knee, and I didn't really think it was that bad until the next day. And I woke up the next morning. My knee looked like it looked like a bowling ball. It was just that swollen. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's not that bad, because I could walk on it. So I go to the doctor, and the doctor drained it. There was a whole lot of fluid built up in it. So he drained the fluid out, got an x-ray done, and about a week later, he was like, your knee is shattered. It's done. He said he could fix some of the problem, but he couldn't fix it to the point where I could play again. So he was like, he broke it down to me easy. He was like, you're not going to be able to play on it again. And I think right then and there, I told him, just give me a minute. He could just leave the room, and I broke down. It took me about at least a couple hours before I even walked out of the doctor's room, because I was so down and out on myself and suicidal at the moment. I was, because that's all I knew. That's all I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So, it kind of tore me down. But, I mean, they consulted me. The team consulted me pretty good. They got with me, and, they was there for me. They was like, anything that you need, we're willing to help you. They was going to help me if I needed financial help or whatever. If they could guide me in the right direction as far as, get me a job with the team or whatever I wanted to do. They was pretty much there. It was like an open door policy. It's like, only because you're hurt doesn't mean you're not part of the team. You're still part of the family. And they was nice, and they was there for me. So I have no anger or whatever, because, I mean, why would I be angry at them? But, I mean, they embraced me so well. I mean, that was, like I say, the uttermost professionals.
It seemed like from your stories, you was always in the right place at the right time around the right people.
Yeah.
And that goes back to, your focus from high school, from college. You knew you wanted to get that done. You had a focus and you worked towards it. So when we come back, we know you did the modeling thing now after the busted knee. So we're gonna talk about it because we watch TV and we'll talk about Anika.
Okay.
And you'll tell everyone what that is when we come back.
Yes.